Okay, so today I'm going to make my budget binder. So first off, what I'm doing right now is I have my computer set up and I have my Cricut, and I am going to, you can see I've already got my different things that I'm going to put on each of my little pockets. So I have to print those off. I've already got this one printed, and then I just have to print off the other ones. So I have the first one printed off, and this is, I mean, you can kind of see where I have it already cut out. I'm using a removable vinyl, and it's the color mint. This is my budget binder that I have. It's got these little pockets. I have my light grip for my mat that I'm putting my vinyl on to cut it out. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut all of my things out, and then I'll go with you and we will apply the transfer tape, and then after applying the transfer tape, we'll get this budget binder going. I'm just going to go ahead and show you just real quick how I do this. So I go ahead and I measure out, I'm only doing it to about 8. So I go ahead and measure where I'm cutting, as you can see. And then I will cut it. And then once it's cut, since this is a removable, it's easy. You just kind of, I always do it this way. I don't know, I'm kind of OCD about it or whatever. But I always line it up at the top with the corner right there. And then I go down. And then it should just kind of fix itself once you kind of just smooth it out. Once we have that part done, we'll come over here to the Cricut. We'll load your mat, and this flashing button right here is how you load it. So you just do that and it holds on to it. Then you'll go back over here to the computer, look, check, and make sure everything's fine. It is, and this Cricut button right here is flashing, because that means it's ready to go. So we'll just hit that, and it takes off and goes, and it'll just show you what you're doing next. And while it's cutting, we can go cut another piece of vinyl that we're going to use for the next set. Alright, while we're waiting on that to finish cutting, we can just start on part of this where we weed your project. You just gotta take it nice and slow. Sometimes it likes to stick, and if you go slow, usually you can kind of make sure that you kind of catch it before it messes it up too bad. Alright, so then now once you've got the big piece off, you can just start here and just kind of follow where you are, and you can see it better in person. Get that A right here. All right, so now we have that. And here in a minute, I will get some transfer tape and we'll cut this out and we'll get that part going real good. Just give me just a second. Okay, so this is your transfer tape. This is gonna be like your normal hold, I guess you can say. I have some transfer tape for like your glitter that you're gonna use, glitter vinyl and stuff. And that is like a stronger grip. I don't really need a strong grip. I honestly don't really like the strong grip that much. So I'm gonna get the package off and then I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so there's a couple different ways that you can cut your transfer tape. You can cut your individual spots where, you know, kind of like right here, and just cut out enough just to cover the credit card. I am actually going to just go ahead, since I have a couple different pieces, I'm going to reuse the pieces of the transfer tape that I have. We're a family of 5, and you know, we got 3 kids, so I'm going to try and save as much money as possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this transfer tape right here. I've already kind of measured it, so we'll just cut here, and then we have that lined up already. So you'll just peel this transfer tape, and once it's peeled, it's just going to be like you know, just regular plastic. So now we will, I kind of fold it, that way I can align it the best that I can and get it straight. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So then we'll just come down here and try to line it up as straight as possible. And then easiest way to not get any messed up or get any wrinkles is to just kind of let it fall on its own. Okay, I had to go get my scraper. So use your scraper and get all the air bubbles out. And then you can just cut it into these little strips. Alright, so now I've got 3 of them cut into the little strips. And I am going to, so they usually say instead of doing it this way, you see how that M didn't stick right there? They usually say, well, and I have kind of, you know, found out, if you will lay it down and peel the back off like this, then it will stick a little bit better. Yay! So then, now this is my budget binder. So now we will just kind of try and line it up. And then we'll use my scraper. We're gonna scrape it and try to get that word to sit on my pouch. And once we think it's good, we'll just sit here and peel it off. And then our first pouch is done. So since I'm going to try and reuse this transfer paper as much as possible, I'm going to stick it back on the back of that, the backing of it. That way I can use it again. So there's our first one. Alright, so far I just did the first 3 that we have. I've got the gym membership, and my credit card payment. So what I'm doing is my monthly payments that are for sure monthly things that I have to have no matter what, I'm going to put those closer to the front. And then on my others, since like I said earlier, we have 3 kids, so my extra money for kids, I am going to put, like back here. So like the more important stuff towards the front, and less important that I can just kind of add as I can are going to go to the back. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the budget binder, and then I will post another video of it finished, and then I'll show you how I add my money to it, and we'll just kind of go from there.